You think this is a modern problem, but your brain has been doing this for thousands of years. You get paid. You feel powerful for about 12 minutes. Then rent appears. Groceries appear. Subscriptions appear. That one random thing you bought at 1:47 a.m. appears. And suddenly, your money is gone. So you stare at your bank account thinking, how did this happen again? You promised yourself this month would be different. No unnecessary spending, no random snacks, no emotional online purchases. You were going to become a responsible adult. Then 3 days later, your brain whispers, but what if we buy something small? Just to feel alive. And that is the problem. Because your brain was not designed for budgets, credit cards, subscriptions, retirement accounts, or online sales ending in 6 hours. Your brain was designed for something much simpler. Food now. Safety now. Status now. Survival now. And that ancient system is still running inside your head every time you see a discount, swipe a card, or click buy now.
So today, you have to ask yourself a dangerous question. What if you are not bad with money? What if you are using an ancient survival brain in a modern financial world? Let's go back thousands of years. Imagine one of your ancestors walking through the wild. He is hungry. He sees food, maybe berries, maybe meat, maybe something that looks edible enough if you do not ask too many questions. Now, does he say, maybe I should save this food for my 5-year financial plan? No, he grabs the food before another human, animal, or extremely rude bird takes it first. Because in that world, resources were uncertain. Food could disappear, weather could change, the tribe could move, a predator could show up and ruin everyone's afternoon. So the ancient brain learned a simple rule. If something useful is available now, take it now. That rule helped humans survive. But then, something strange happened. The world changed faster than the brain did.
Today, food does not disappear because a tiger stole it, but your brain still fears scarcity. Today, you are not trading shells or meat with the tribe, but your brain still connects resources with survival. Today, a sale is not a life or death opportunity, but your ancient brain sees it and whispers, quick, before it's gone. This is called scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking is when your brain acts like there is not enough. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough food, not enough chances. And when your brain believes something is scarce, it becomes much harder to wait because waiting feels risky. Saving feels boring. Spending feels rewarding. And buying something now feels like solving a problem now. This is where immediate reward comes in. Your brain loves rewards it can feel immediately. A snack gives reward now. A new gadget gives reward now. A coffee gives reward now. But saving money gives reward later, and the ancient brain is not great with later.
To your ancient brain, later is foggy. Now is real. That is why spending $10 today can feel more satisfying than saving $100 for a future version of yourself. Because future you feels like a stranger, and present you has a shopping cart. Now let's make it worse. Modern life is basically a machine built to poke your ancient brain all day. Online shopping removes friction. In the past, getting something required walking, trading, hunting, carrying, waiting, or asking another human being. Today, you can buy something in 3 clicks while lying sideways in bed like a financially irresponsible shrimp. Credit cards make it even stranger. When you pay with cash, your brain sees the money leave. But when you tap a card, the pain is delayed. You get the reward now. You feel the pain later. And your ancient brain says, excellent system, no notes. Subscriptions are another trap. One subscription feels small, then another, until your bank account is being slowly eaten by apps you forgot existed. Your ancestors would be completely confused by subscriptions. They would probably ask, why is the cave music taking berries from me every month? And then there is social status spending. This one is very ancient. Humans are social animals. For most of history, your place in the group mattered. Status could affect trust, protection, attention, mating opportunities, and whether people listened when you said, hey, I think there is a bear over there. So the brain learned to care about how we are seen. Today, status does not look like the biggest spear or the best cave painting. It looks like clothes, phones, cars, restaurants, vacations, and lifestyles online. And sometimes we do not buy things because we need them. We buy them because we want to feel safe in the tribe. We want to feel like we belong. We want to feel like we are not falling behind. That is why money is not just math. Money is emotion. Money is safety. Money is control. Money is status. Money is fear of the future. Money is the feeling of, will I be okay? So when people say, just stop spending, they miss the point. That is like telling a hungry ancient human, just ignore the food, just ignore the tribe, just ignore the danger. Be responsible. The problem is not that simple, because spending often gives emotional relief. It can relieve stress, it can relieve boredom, it can relieve loneliness, it can relieve the feeling that life is too much. But only briefly. Then the bill arrives. Then guilt arrives. Then you promise to change next month, and the loop starts again. This is why the first step is not shame. Shame makes the ancient brain feel threatened. And when the brain feels threatened, it does not become wise and financially organized. It looks for comfort. So here is the emotional truth. You are not bad with money. You are using an ancient survival brain in a modern financial world. That does not mean every purchase is okay. It does not mean you have no responsibility. It means the solution has to work with your brain, not against it. So here is one small shift. Before you buy something, do not ask, can I afford this? Ask, what feeling am I trying to buy? Am I trying to buy comfort, control, status, escape, relief? Because once you name the feeling, your ancient brain calms down a little. You create a gap between the urge and the action, and in that gap, you can choose. Maybe you still buy it. Maybe you wait 24 hours. Maybe you realize you did not want the thing. You wanted the feeling, and sometimes there is a cheaper way to get that feeling. If you want comfort, maybe you need rest. If you want control, maybe you need a simple plan. If you want status, maybe you need to remember that people who truly care about you are not measuring your worth by your shoes. And if you want relief, maybe the real problem is not the cart. Maybe the real problem is the stress behind the cart. This is not magic. It will not fix your entire financial life overnight, but it gives your brain something it understands, a pause, a reason, a safer choice, because the ancient brain does not change through shame. It changes through safety, repetition, and small wins. One delayed purchase, one canceled subscription, one honest question before buying. That is how you teach an ancient brain a modern skill, not by yelling at it, not by pretending money is only numbers, but by understanding what money represents to the brain. Because your brain is not broken, it is old, it is protective. It is dramatic, very dramatic, but it is trying to help you survive. The problem is that survival used to mean grabbing the resource before it disappeared. Now survival often means keeping the resource, even when everything around you is designed to make you spend it. So next time you feel the urge to buy something, pause for 5 seconds. Ask, what feeling am I trying to buy? Then give your ancient brain a choice that still feels safe. That tiny pause might not look powerful, but to an ancient brain, it is the beginning of a new survival strategy. And if you want to keep exploring how ancient survival instincts shape money, work, food, love, and modern life, subscribe to Curious Korin and watch the next episode of Ancient Brain versus Modern Life. You don't need to defeat your brain, you need to teach an ancient brain how to survive modern life.